Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. I did a video a few weeks ago showing the Star Wars Art of the Brothers Hildebrandt book, which detailed the creation of this set of cards, the 1996 Topps Star Wars Shadows of the Empire trading cards. And I thought I would just go through and show you all of these today, talk about them a little more, and basically feature them in their original 2.5 by 3.5 inch standard card size. So you'll be able to pause the video if you'd like to read all the backs of these cards, but essentially this story of Shadows of the Empire takes place in between the events of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and it chronicles Luke and Leia and Chewie and Lando trying to catch up with Boba Fett to rescue Han, who's encased in carbonite. It chronicles Vader trying to catch Luke, and just expands the stories. It introduces several new characters, the villain Shizor, his henchwoman Guri, the hero Dash Rendar, and some others, and takes them all over the known Star Wars universe, trying to achieve their objectives. Now, of course, this entire set was illustrated by Tim and Greg Hildebrandt, which you may or may not be familiar with. I have a whole series of videos about their artwork over the decades. They essentially started out and first rose to fame in the 1970s doing illustrations for the Lord of the Rings calendars, I believe 1977, 78, and 79. And they would go on to do many science fiction book covers. They would work on cartoons. They would do private commissions, other things like that. Eventually, in the 1990s, they would start working with Marvel, doing trading card sets and comic books. They would work with Star Wars on this. And then later in the 2000s, they would work with Wizards of the Coast. They illustrated maybe about 100 cards or so. This set has a couple small chase subsets within it, and it's actually interesting if you slow the video down or you stutter through it to read the backs of all these cards, you'll see that there's a gap in the numbering somewhere around 70 or so. Beautiful Leia there. And that's where those chase subsets go. Now, they were pretty rare, something like 1 in every 18 packs. So 2 in every 36 pack box, which is very, very rare as these subsets went in these days of trading cards back in the 90s. And I don't have any of them. In fact, I have looked on eBay, and when they come up for sale, the prices for the chase subsets will tend to be $40, $60, $80 per card. And then there are very few for sale. Sellers are not highly motivated to post really good pictures of them so that you can actually see what the condition looks like. And so it's very hard to get much information about them. I grew up, of course, with all of the Tim and Greg Hildebrandt work that they did in X-Men. They contributed to the 1994 Flair Ultra X-Men set. And then in 1995, they would get their own set illustrated completely by them. And then again, this was a set in 1996 that they did for Topps. But they definitely had a very distinctive art style, very good grasp of lighting and shadowing, and then they would just tend to use very colorful palettes to create these. So I wanted to just feature the whole set here, show you all of it. I actually have 1 or 2 more videos about this set coming up, some interesting other topics. So stay tuned for those. Let me know what you think. Did you have any of these great old 1996 cards? If you did, let me know. Pretty interesting stuff. I always enjoy anything from the Brothers Hildebrandt. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on Final Trade. Thanks a lot.